That sounds like I'm even less interested in it than I was to begin with.
Hi, Nemo.
Oh,
Oh.
there's a new shy dog.
So anyway, the Caitlyn Jenner thing.
All right. Well, circling back, there's a whole Meek Mill
and Drake had beef. Did you hear all of the retorts and all of the
Not all
arguments?
of them, no. I've heard a little bit. I heard the two songs, Meek Mill's little mumble fest where he kind of tries to form an insult and fails, and Drake who just completely obliterates him. And I've made my feelings on Drake abundantly clear over the course of the show, but I gotta give it up. He demolished Meek Mill.
So is Drake just mad because Meek Mill is having sex with Nicki Minaj and he is not?
No. Well, it doesn't appear that way anyway.
I feel like that's what it is.
I think Meek Mill took some kind of shot to begin with in some... Oh, that's what it was. He said that he claimed that Drake didn't write his own rhymes, which is certainly a possibility that he doesn't. I won't even make a judgment on that. But he took offense to that and then made a diss track that was talking about, is that your world tour or is that Nicki's world tour?
Yeah, that was a ooh moment.
Yeah,
Really?
and the whole rest of the diss track is solid. And then Meek Mill came back with like the weakest thing since Lil Wayne's diss track back in the day. And
They've really been going... they've really been going on Meek on Instagram.
Have been.
There's a picture of Nicki in a tuxedo and him in a wedding dress. A picture of them sitting on the side and her looking off and saying, "Of course it's your tour too."
And if he hadn't come with such a weak song, they probably wouldn't be doing that.
He's been when I did Candy Coated Nights on Monday, and you can watch it on TGITV.com. They were going in on him. He got the second. What's up? He got the second for the second week in a row the biggest bitch on KKN.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. I think that Drake and Nicki Minaj should just be together, and I think that that's where all that shit happened.
Meh.
Donald Trump still a jerk, but now he's added,
and still with 30% of the poll. Roughly.
Is he really?
I think it's 20. My mom was listening to CNN.
So where are all these poll votes coming from? Other rich old white people?
They must be. Or lack of other options.
I don't know. Hillary is certainly not a lack of another option.
No, but in the Republican
Yeah,
Party.
just in the Republicans.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot they existed. But now he's pulled Kelly Osbourne onto the train of hate. Did you guys hear about that?
Yep.
So during, what is it, The View that she's on? Or something like that? There's a talk show that Kelly Osbourne's on. And if you don't know who she is, she's Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne's offspring. And she was talking about, and I see where she was going with it, but there are some points where you really have to just stop and think about, you really have to just stop and think about how the words are coming out of your mouth. Mm-hmm. And she said, whatever, Donald Trump, I don't know why you're talking about Latina women. If there weren't any Latino people, who'd be cleaning your toilets? And then everybody was like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah, she did make that ignorant comment.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about it.
So now she's his spokesperson.
Right. What's her name? Not Rosie Perez. Yeah, Rosie Perez, I think. She was on there as well. And then she was the first one to step up and be like, what do you mean? What you mean, Kelly? What you saying, Kelly? And then the producers of whatever said show made her apologize to Kelly Osbourne for going off on her.
Oh, wow.
What?
Damn.
And I am Mexican American. I think that this affects me more than everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just kind of amazing that Trump can even continue to run. Much like Romney when he wrote out. Yeah. When Romney wrote off half the country and still stood a chance, and now he's talking just openly racist and still stands a chance.
Yeah.
There should be some kind of automatic disqualification.
Well, maybe the Republicans want somebody that's like the complete antithesis of a liberal Democratic candidate at this point.
I guess they
they're
do,
so
but can we
fed
get
up about
somebody
gay
who's
marriage
not
being legalized. They're mad about that. They're mad about, just Obama in general. God, why is he black? And he's doing all this liberal shit. Like, they just can't handle it. And they're like, bring us a very rich, old white man with racist views, and we're going to just let it see what happens. And he probably has a lot of backing because, I mean, he's got long money.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking about how, like, I can't remember some meeting that all the other Republicans were at trying to, like, get money from billionaires. And he was like, look at me, I'm a billionaire. I don't have to, like, grovel to these other billionaires because I got all my billions already. It was like, okay, that's nice.
Like, way to relate to the American people.
Right. You're highly relatable, Trump.
Yeah.
My dad's had a comb over for years, too, though, so that's the only relate that I have.
And we've heard earlier in this show how lovable he is.
Yeah, maybe Donald Trump thinks I'm fat, too, or pregnant. Oh, Nemo. No.
Ugh.
I know.
I'm so tired of hearing about him.
What's that?
Yeah.
I'm so tired of hearing about him. Like, I turned on, when I was in Japan, like, I turned on they had, like, CNN and, like, BBC on, like, that's only in English and they're at the hotels. And it's like, Trump. I was like, no, that's okay.
I don't get BBC on the cable that I have. I have DirecTV, and you have to like pay for it. I think because I try to watch it all the time, and I don't get it.
Well, if this whole thing isn't proof that we need to get money out of politics, I don't know what will be. And I don't know how we'd go about doing that because everyone who would make the laws can be influenced by money, but it really is fucking up our whole system.
Well, when the zombie apocalypse happens in real life and money has no merit, then maybe it'll change, Dave.
That'd be good.
Speaking of the zombie apocalypse, guess what's happening on the 23rd of this month? Fear the Walking Dead is coming on. The LA version of The Walking Dead.
Oh.
And I could not be more excited.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to have a party here probably.
Hell yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll be there.
Thanks.
I might be there.
And the show comes on at 9, and they're doing. Look how excited I am! I'm like, the show comes on at 9, and they're doing a season 6 like wrap up Talking Dead before that. So they'll be showing like for the new Walking Dead that's coming out probably in like October or something. They're going to be showing clips from that and talking about the Fear the Walking Dead. Like, I'm so excited I can't stand it. It's my favorite show.
You said that's the 23rd of this month?
Yes, okay. Dave, yes. That's exactly when it is. I cannot wait in life.
Less than 2
for
weeks.
this Walking Dead. And the Walking Dead, I saw that Daryl actually posted, not Daryl, but what's his name? Norman Reedus, a.k.a. Daryl, a.k.a. the love of my life. Posted on Instagram the day that there's a new Walking Dead video game that's coming out in October that looks really sick.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
All those video games have been great.
Well, did y'all play the one, there was the one on the phone, the Walking Dead one on the phone
right.
that was like the story.
I didn't play it, but...
I didn't play it.
Did you?
Mm-mm.
No. My best friend in Virginia is a huge avid gamer, and he said that in his opinion that was the best game that came out that year.
Yeah, it was dope. I played the one on the phone. I don't have a gaming system anymore. Mm-hmm. Because I have other things to do. And if there were a PlayStation sitting there, I would just grow old and tired in this house. And that would be it. I went to Joystick yesterday.
Ah, how was that?
That was my first time there, and I was supposed to be working, which I was, to try to book our venues over on Edgewood, and stumbled upon it with my boo, if you will, and he's really into video games, and we were like, what? And I played Mad Galaga for a couple of hours.
That's right.
Yeah. He's a really good gamer, and I didn't expect him to. I don't know why I didn't expect him to be that good, but we walked up to the X-Men. Of course, I got Nightcrawler, because that's what I do, because that little special this little, his special move is my cup of tea, and it clears out a board no matter how many villains are on there. So I go to my Nightcrawler, and I'm like, there's only 3 buttons. Like, this is not R1, R2 anymore. This is back in the day, 3 buttons, special effect that only happens when you build up on these other 2. I've got this. 2 seconds. I had my jump kick. I was ready. And he ended up beating me. Like, my Nightcrawler guy died, and he was still on that game for, like, probably 5-10 minutes. And I was like, ugh. So I went over on Galaga, where I can really spend the rest of my life and be okay. Yeah. And, I mean, I was on... The thing about that I've noticed about the old school video games in an arcade like that isn't like when you're at home and you do something stupid and you die, nobody knows about it. But in the arcade, it's loud, so everybody knows that the beginning music when you have to restart. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if they heard me on level 10. I don't
Defeated.
know. Right. Like, or then when you get your spaceship blown up on Gallagher, it's like, and I'm like, and I'm sure it doesn't help that I'm sitting on the side going, fuck! That probably doesn't help matters a whole lot. Yeah. But, it was a lot of fun. They didn't have a whole lot of games, but they had that. He got on the NBA, the old NBA game, and he
NBA Jam?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a great
I don't play
game.
sporting games.
That's the one where you can like jump 50 feet in the air and come down and dunk with a flaming ball.
With a flaming ball.
It's great.
And then they had like the old Jurassic Park game, and they had a couple pinball machines, and they had Donkey Kong, which I always sucked at Donkey Kong back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't play Donkey Kong as much as I played Kangaroo, which is the same thing. But
You talking about the original Donkey Kong?
Yes.
Not Donkey Kong Country, but like
No, the original.
Mario jumping in barrels and Donkey
Yep.
Kong? Okay.
They had the old hots. And so I was thinking, oh, we could do table talk here.
Yeah.
But what happens with food? And then I went over and looked at their food menu, and it was really small. And they had like a bunch of different kinds of pierogies. And like one of them was like a blueberry pierogi. And I'm like, how are they heating these up? Is it a microwave pierogi? Like, there's no way that this can, but maybe it's delicious and it's some kind of organic pierogi. I don't know. Maybe we should go in there and see what we can do.
Well, the other thing is, I don't know if we can play video games and do this at the same time.
No, we couldn't, but have you been into Joystick?
Briefly.
Okay, well, they have the front room where you walk in that has the bar and then all the games, and then you make a left, and then there's like a real big lounge area up there where there aren't any games. Like, where you can just kind of chill. We could set up top there. The pinball machines and stuff up there, I don't know how much of a disruption that would have with this.
We could try it.
I'm not opposed to going in there, but we all know, like, I'm really trying to find us restaurants, and I need to show you the letter that I had that I was pushing that have really great food, because people that listen to our show, all of you guys actually depend on us to tell you about great food. And when we were at a place before and we're bragging about the food, we had listeners that got in touch with the niece afterwards that said, I don't know what they were talking about because this food tastes like crap.
Oh.
So now our credibility's shot because we're supposed to be a show about great food. So
we need to get some good restaurants.
we've got to but that's what I was doing yesterday. There's a place that I'm going to go back to tonight called Noni's over there.
Oh, yeah.
I love that place.
Is it really? Because everybody on the strip, where everywhere that I stopped, they told me to go there.
Yeah, it's good. I went there, I think sometime last winter, with a bunch of grad students from Georgia State, and it was really good.
Yeah. So I've got to send him the owner an email, but later this evening when I go back over there, that's going to definitely be one of my stops to try to see if I could.
Yeah, I don't think I've eaten at any of those places. I've only gone to drink, but they're fun.
Vesuvius, you've eaten there.
That's true.
And I'm definitely hitting them up. It's just
there.
difficult for me to go over there by myself without having somebody with me. Like yesterday I was there and my dude, I told him, I was like, you just stay here at Joystick and I'll go walk and do this stuff because it doesn't make any sense for you to go greet these business owners with me.
Yeah.
And I'm walking down the street and literally like 7-8 people. Hey, do you have any money? Hey, you look good.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just buy me a soda? And I have a folder with some letters and business cards in it and my phone. He had my wallet because I didn't want to carry a purse. So like he's got my wallet. I don't have any money. And when I'm like telling him, like, where do you see money on me? Legit right now. Like I'm wearing a dress and boots. And they were like just getting attitude. So it's difficult for me to walk around down there by myself. I should have had him walk with me. But,
well, that's kind of something to voice before we even start on this attempt of getting into restaurants around there, is that is kind of the area, so you want to go with some people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There are some worthwhile venues there if you are with a group, but you don't want to be there alone.
I want to go to the Chicken and Waffles place. I've eaten there before, but I really want to try to get us in there. And Vesuvius for sure, because I just love it. And then Mother's, I'm in talk with them. Corner Tavern, I'm in talk with them. And maybe Joystick. Maybe we should give Joystick a go, just because we're all.
Is that where Churches is too?
Yeah, Church.
Yeah. I think it's right next door. Like,
It is. It goes Church, Corner Tavern. And the reason I stopped there was a couple of weeks ago I saw where they had strawberry bisque was their soup of the, or watermelon bisque was their soup of the day. But it's not a